clothes and shit like that. And I have a collection that's dropping on the 15th. But Balenciaga collection coming on December 15th. But this motherfucker, I sent him the last couple G's for the manufacturer. I sent it to him through this app or whatever, and he's telling me today that he don't get it. He don't got it.
But the money left the account.
The money says delivered on the app. It says delivered.
Shit, you better call customer service.
You better. I need my. Cause he's like what he's trying to say is, oh, I can't ship your shit out until I get
paid.
And I'm like,
not like he trying to double charge you.
I don't know about double. Well, I don't know. Like that's.
I got a Kuwaiti plug, and everything always
go through. But that's how I've been working with him for a year and a half, and we've been legit, no issues, right? And then now, in the biggest order I've ever done with him, he like, oh man, what's going on, bro? Nigga, you got a motherfucker.
You know what's going on.
You know what's going on. And then he keeps telling me this has never happened before. I know. That's why I know. That's why I'm not fucking.
He trying to hit the holiday lick. I don't think they celebrate Christmas over there, but
they celebrate something
around this time.
They know it's the holidays.
It's the holidays.
He tell me I gotta send him another drum. I'm gonna say, fam, I'm coming to Pakistan. Where they got? What's the spot? See o'clock.
As long as your bank, I don't know who you bank with and shit. They should be able to get you.
I mean, you gotta think when you're doing like Cash App transfers and all that kind of stuff, your bank don't give a fuck. They looking at you like, that's like Western Union. If I send something to Western Union, even if I do a bank transfer, I've had to transfer, like when I was making those shoes, right? I had to transfer money to the manufacturer, right? For certain parts of it, like when I was getting the sole made and shit. So I was sending in like $3 grand, $4 grand through my wiring from my bank to their bank, and my bank was telling me, yo, you know, once you say okay, you can't get your money back, no matter what. Even though I'm sending it from, I was sitting down with the teller, and they're like, yo, you ain't getting this shit back once it goes, if it's a fucking scam. I don't give a crap if we, you know what I mean? Yeah, they don't play with that third party shit.
You better get Navy Fed, man.
I'm with Navy Federal. That's who I'm with. But FWS, Future World Sport Broadcast Network, the global standard. I am Christian Lovechild, and I'm gonna let my man introduce himself. This is your first time on the
first time up here.
Okay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Been here before.
Right.
What's up, y'all? I'm Slang Ills.
Hey, bring it down a little bit so they can hear you.
Yo, better?
I don't know. I can't really hear him like that. But he good though. We gonna get it right. But yeah.
Yeah, Slang Ills, YD Entertainment, Parking Sparks, and Pope Group. What's up? Yeah, what's poppin'?
That's what I'm talking about. Always applauses, man. Always good to have good people in the building, man. I remember you had came through, and you can adjust that if you need. But I remember when you first came through, it was the drum joint, right? And you had the you actually had hit me and was like, yo, I'm about to go grab the camera. Is it cool to take flicks? I used to take, this was crazy, is I used to take pictures before I opened up stores. I was doing video and photo for 10 years. I used to work for Atlantic Records, fucking Source Magazine, all kind of shit. And it was funny because when I would go into spots, I would never ask. I'd just start shooting.
Shit.
Yeah. So I was like, oh man, that's all right.
We've been kicked out a bunch of spots just for
having the camera. Yeah.
So I'll make sure that we got permission and shit.
Yeah. Nah, I would never kick nobody out for getting some shots. I hate when people say, oh, you can't use. Like you'll go to the museum. I used to shoot music videos in the museum a lot, and they always used to be like, no cameras, even though you can have a video camera, but they'd be like, no cameras, no recording allowed, and I'm just like, and I'd be like, well, hold on, if I had my phone and I was doing the same thing, what's the difference? So, what they saying?
Told me to talking to the top of the mic.
Yeah. We got it. We can't hear you. I don't know.
That's better.
That's a little bit better, yeah. But oh, is that my dog? Shout out Jamu. What's up, G? Baby? Come say what's up real quick to the people, man. We got 1 million people tuned in.
That invited me out. What's going on, y'all?
Oh shit, what's going on, bro?
Hey, right here.
Man, get y'all
right here.
Man, get y'all asses out here. Come smoke with your boy tonight. Doors open. Get your asses out here.
0757.
All right. Podcast you heard, broadcast you heard.
Get your asses in here.
You dig? Right now, I want to shout out OT Exotics. They got that good panda milk. Shout out Vic Lean. You already know he got the crazy skirt, you know. Yeah, I mean, we out here, man. Big brands, big heavy. But go ahead, man. Let them know who you are. I totally derailed that. Go ahead. Let them know who you are, what you representing, and all of that.
I'm Slang Ills, y'all. I own YD Entertainment, Parking Sparks Cannabis Courier Service. Heavy in the entertainment world. We got a one-stop shop for all your entertainment needs. Music production, talent representation, photography, videography, graphics, web design. And we run a cannabis delivery service. We've been operating since 2010.
Try one more time that like.
Check. I said, yeah, we run a cannabis delivery service that we've been operating since 2010.
Okay.
So we just brought that back home like 2 years ago.
Got you. Let me see you try that. Can we switch them up?
Check.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's better.
That one's way better.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so.
Check.
So you said with the delivery service, right?
Yeah.
Do you Okay, so let's talk about the parts of the brand. What's the name of the brand again for the people again?
Parking Sparks.
Park and Sparks.
Yes, sir.
That's the name of the brand?
That's the name of the company.
Hold on. What you got going? Okay, so there's a couple brands within the conglomerate.
Yeah, we got.
What you promote, what I've seen,
Yeah,
I did not see that.
Yeah, we do a couple things. So from music to the weed to real estate to technology and stuff. It's a lot of things we cover in our organization.
Well, what I've been seeing is
all traps open.
Facts. What I've been seeing has been like of course, the property, the real estate. I don't got no papers. I don't got no grab on me. I'm gonna go get some. But real quick though, I want to get into this bag real quick, and I want you to kind of expound on what you currently have going on. The thing that grabbed me was the out of town business that you're doing. Well, you're from probably out of town, but like
I'm from out here.
Oh, you from out here?
Yeah, I'm from out here.
Okay.
But I be out of town most of the time.
But you be out of town. You got a lot of the business out of town, a lot of business OT, you heard?
Yes, sir.
My dog. Talk about that. Talk about the brands you got going on, and kind of explain, outside of the Park and Spark. That's it. Park and Sparks. Tell me what you got going on. Like, what's the other stuff? Because I've been seeing you got a shop that's opening it up in Michigan, and
we just got our license in Michigan, our Class B cultivation license in Michigan. So we've been going through the process this last year and a half, getting our facility open, and we're gonna be running thousands of plants here in the next couple months legally.
Damn.
So that was like a good 10-year process, just getting to that point, fighting these laws with the cannabis shit.
So 10 years ago, you was like, I'm about to do weed.
I left VA in 2009 to go work for Warner Brothers. Said you was Atlantic. You was with Atlantic.
Yeah,
so,
that's crazy.
I went out there they had a new media program they was doing for marketing, and it was just new social media shit out.
09, you said?
What happened?
You said 09?
Yeah, 2009.
Okay.
So I was out there. Warner sent me to this weed event out in Beverly Hills, and the event was just crazy. It was me coming from VA and shit, going out there, seeing just, everybody smoking weed legally, celebrities coming in the building, gassed out.
Right.
It just blew my mind and shit. And I went and go fuck with the dispensary that was hosting the joint. And then from then, it's just we've been active in cultivation and really trying to get the laws to the point to where we can do this thing globally without all this red tape in the way.
When you first, I guess when you first started, did you expect it to go like how it is today, like that quickly? Well, I guess not that quickly because it was 10 years in great making, but like how things are today, did you expect it? Like
I thought Virginia was gonna move a bit sooner. I came back.
Sooner?
Yeah, I came back from Cali in 2011, and I stayed here from 2011 to 2016. During that whole time, we was fighting for the cannabis laws, for the hemp laws out here, and from Terry McAuliffe, it was a pushback on everything. A lot of people don't know Virginia been legal since 1979 as a medical state. We're the first medical state.
Hold on. Marijuana was medically legal in Virginia since the 70s?
Since 79. Virginia's the state that discovered cannabis kills cancer cells. That opened up the research for all the other universities, California, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, but they went ahead and pushed laws and actually implemented structure for theirs. Our law said that you can be prescribed cannabis for cancer or glaucoma here in Virginia, and the issue is that doctors can't prescribe anything if they're within that, federal medical order.
Yeah. They can't prescribe you weed if it's illegal.
But the way California got around that, they changed their language and said doctors can recommend cannabis. So back when I moved from here to Cali, I was heavily active in the medical scene out there. And during the Prop 215 era, that was how we got over the word prescribed in the California law. So we tried to push that for Virginia, and they just kept pushing back. Northam finally went ahead and did a little something, so we got the little 4 plants and the 1 ounce bullshit right now. But you know, that's still not nowhere near enough to what we need to operate this as a real organization.
What do you think, and not to say I don't know, but just for the people and conversation's sake, what is it that Virginia needs to really make this thing boom?
They need to quit playing around. Virginia is the power political state, and whatever we do, the nation is going to follow. So you look at how alcohol prohibition ended. You know, the laws had to change around that drastically.
Around prohibition?
Yeah. You know, so just taking the stance and ending the prohibition here in Virginia in completeness and regulating the shit properly to where it's fair for the cultivators is good for the consumers and is good for, you know, business and taxes.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm really concerned about is the actual aspect of the business on it, because it's like, okay, y'all made it legal, but then you haven't provided a way for adults to consume legal, well, not consume, but like get it, purchase it. It's real gray. And then like there's like this big uproar about who's gonna be licensed and all this other jazz. So yeah, it's like I want them to get that straight so we can.
One of the issues is that
really
we got big tobacco out here. We was trying to do business with them back in 2014, and we had a little situation.
What happened?
The dude
Can you talk about it?
Yeah, the dude we was dealing with, he was a former executive at Philip Morris. He got out the game to get into the cannabis game. And at the time, he was working with a company in Colorado. So the popular product of what they were making then is called Thai Sticks now, but they had a product called the Magar, the marijuana cigar. And at the time, our company, we was doing a lot of hemp research and development, and we was making paper at that time, hemp paper.
Okay.
And hemp smoking paper was one of the things we were making. So the dude from Philip Morris, Tom Burgess, rest in peace, he put the plug between us and the company in Colorado, and he was working to get us some old tobacco equipment that's worth millions of dollars.
Wow.
And like 3 days before the meeting, we get a call that Tom died.
Damn.
So.
And y'all couldn't do it.
And I mean, we reached back out. We didn't have his personal connects at Philip Morris.
Oh, man.
You know, so I don't know if that was something weird, if it was just something natural. He was kind of old. He was a lifetime smoker.
Oh, well then, there you go.
You know, but it was a big opportunity at that time because I'm not sure if you hip to, you know, how much money these motherfuckers put in.
Yeah.
But they dropped like $68 billion into the game last year.
Can you break that down for me and what that means? They dropped $68 billion into the game. Like what?
First, Philip Morris dropped $1.8 billion. They bought a company in Canada called Kronos, the Kronos Group.
Okay.
And then Altria, the company that owns Philip Morris, they dropped $68 billion or whatever investments and shit they got going on.
And this is into, like, what are these companies that they're buying?
Manufacturing companies, cultivation companies.
Okay.
Edible companies, you know. A little bit of what everybody's doing, but, you know, they're picking and choosing who they're dealing with. I'm not sure what their decision-making process is around it.
Right.
For me personally, I don't think that they should be allowed to operate into this business until, you know, they've paid some sort of restitution back to the people, because these are companies that financed the prohibition in the first place. You know, so when you know the history of this shit and how tobacco fought back against cannabis and hemp, Philip Morris was actively participating in the smear campaign for cannabis.
Wow.
You know, so why should they be able to come in and drop 68 Bs and take a large chunk of the marketplace when they just spent all these years locking niggas up and participating in that?
What do you mean they were spending years locking niggas up?
They were financing the prison industrial complex. They're sponsoring the politicians that are anti-cannabis, all the prohibitionists. You know, those were their people because they don't want to compete against this.
Cigarettes in jail.
But cannabis is made 10 times more money than tobacco.
Yeah, facts, I bet.
Even backwards, nobody smoked the tobacco out the backwards. Outside of the rap, you know what I'm saying? We filling it up with weed, and that's money that the tobacco companies are not getting.
Now, I do roll grab. I do break down grabber as I just did on camera.
Okay.
So, I am a grabber.
But you're not smoking a whole grabber cigar.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just sprinkling in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A little bit, you know, so not saying that people don't smoke tobacco, but people smoke way more weed weed than tobacco.
Way more weed. And most of the times, if they are including tobaccos, like my kind of situation, grappa or backwood or something like that. So, damn, son. Damn.
It's a lot of history with this shit. And what happened in California is happening in Virginia now. It's a wild. I guess we on the East Coast, but we the East South type shit.
Yeah.
But
north, like southeast or not south.
Up north, down north, up south.
Something like that. Yeah. They be calling us up south. That's what it is. Up south.
So it's just it's a.
Hey Taylor, what we look like on time? Go ahead, my fault, G.
All good. It's a free fall right now. You know what I'm saying?
We're at 15 minutes.
It's a free fall right now, so.
All right.
We're just working to try to help get some structure so everybody that is participating in it can keep participating in it.
How do you feel about like what's taking place in the 757 with, just the different like weed events and stuff like that? Like, do you feel like pop-ups are safe? Do you feel like, how people are conducting the economy of weed right now is... Outside
of prohibition is safe. If prohibition was ended and this wasn't a criminal, niggas ain't robbing liquor stores no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't got no Al Capones and shit, or the alcohol game out here no more. So it's gonna be the same thing with cannabis. As long as it's a street commodity, that's, the violence comes with that. But yeah, if the pop-ups are regulated properly and, people can handle, security with no issue, I don't think there's gonna be too many issues. You're not gonna have any raids because it's legal.
But you will have so much big business in commercializing it. You know what I'm saying? I'd say like this.
It's big business and not commercializing it.
A good friend of mine said he wished weed would be illegal again.
A lot of people feel like that. A lot of my partners feel that way. A lot of my partners I work with out west, they don't fuck with none of the legal shit we're doing. They didn't invest into the Michigan project because they still want to trap under the table.
That's so. I mean, I get it.
But I get it.
I definitely get it.
For me, is I know where this is going.
Right.
Niggas ain't buying outside of moonshine and you might buy some wine under the table and shit, but you're not going out there buying backhand bourbon and getting whiskey from the.
Oh yeah.
Getting whiskey from niggas making it in the bathtub and shit still.
Right.
And it's gonna be the same thing with weed. And if people, the cultivation game is fucked up right now. It's a lot of weed on the market, but it's not as good as what it once was.
Are we smoking some of your product?
Yeah, that's some of our runts right there that we just popped a couple weeks ago.
This is alright.
So that's some of our Michigan runts right there.
My homeboy Primo, shout out Primos Amigos. He just got back from the Athena Festival.
Shout out Athena.
Yeah, and it was in Vegas.
Okay.
And they said Yellow Zushi won the best tasting bud by growers.
Okay. I haven't tried that one yet.
You haven't tried Yellow Zushi?
I haven't tried Yellow Zushi.
It smells really good. It doesn't smell how it tastes. I love weed that smells how it tastes, like fucking forbidden fruit. You ever had that? Yeah, I love that shit.
We did a bunch of forbidden fruit crosses.
Oh man, I love forbidden fruit.
I'm an indica smoker personally, so like all the fruity shit, like it was a time in the 2018, 2017, niggas didn't want nothing fruity.
No, the thing about forbidden fruit though, it's more like a gassy fruity. It's not like smoking on like fucking, one of these.
I think Tangy a forbidden fruit cross. It's either forbidden fruit a Tangy cross or Tangy's a forbidden fruit cross.
I love forbidden fruit and I love hippie crippler. You ever had that?
I haven't had that one yet.
Oh my god, it's my favorite weed. And see, now I sound stupid as hell. Let me just say this last thing and then we're moving on. Yeah. My favorite OG like weed, like back in the day, like when I first started smoking like exotic and shit, Northern Lights.
Light some gas.
That's my shit.
Northern Light some gas.
Some gas.
I'm an OG smoker personally. If you got some good OGs.
Yeah.
Some good pure cushions, some true OG.
You mess with these runs? It's alright, right?
It's cool. It's popular, but I'm tired of it, honestly.
Me too.
All we got is runts growing right now. We got a Gorilla Cookies growing, and everything else runts. Just the supply to demand, but.
They say any kind of flavor runts, like if you got like Obama runts, it's fake. It's not real.
No, we got some Obama runts. I got some. Shout out JP. Yeah, we got some.
It's not real. It's not real though. There's no such thing as Obama runts.
When it comes from certain genetic houses, it's the real thing. So
really?
Yeah, we had a personal relationship with Jokes Up back in the day. So, we got a couple good genetics from them.
I think Jokes Up is in here tonight.
They up in here?
I think.
LB ain't up in here. LB at, man?
Hey, yo.
So,
Hey, that was smooth, right? That was smooth, right?
Smooth that.
So just so you know, Obama Runts, it originated from a viral video on the internet.
Yeah.
And it actually has no genetic relation to runts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But okay.
It's a mix of Skittles and gelato.
Yeah. Oh, LB said himself, he was like, yo, man, I didn't give out I forgot what, he was on No Jumper, and he was like, I didn't give out the recipe or whatever the fuck. He was like, anything that's not for me is fake runs.
I mean, and honestly, I feel that way because if they created the genetics, then, you know, I mean, the genetics can get out. You know, niggas get clones, niggas get seeds and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, runts, like I said, it's a cross, so anybody can cross
Anybody
those two. Can make those and actually make the runts if they let for me personally, certain strains, we don't let the genetics out. We did a VAOG. We like 3 years into the pheno hunting and shit. The VAOG some gas, but I've only told 2 of the OGs that make the VAOG.
You know, you ever heard of Norfolk Highs?
I think I seen that shit on
Seen that shit with the Seahorse?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my man Brad. Shout out Field 2K. They got some gas. So let's move on.
Yeah, let's talk some music.
Yeah, let's move on. No. Music, yeah. But look, let's get a little more serious.
Okay.
I mean, not serious, because I'm not as serious. Heavier. The only reason why I'm saying this is because you showed me some love earlier. What you feel about this Balenciaga scenario, brother? I know you hip. That was you, right? Yeah, that was your pay. Yeah. I'm not sure, but okay. Tell me this. One, are you into high fashion brands, or do you at least respect the culture of it?
At one point, I did.
Okay.
Until I started seeing how much racism is in high fashion. And just being from Virginia, you know, when it comes to racism and shit, it hit a little different. You know, so I got a lot of homies. We do Melrose. One of my homies, shout out A1. You know, he showed me how to get down to Melrose, and they spend a lot of money on design out there. But when these people that own these companies don't even want us wearing that fashion, why are we supporting them? Why not invest in, you know, black designer fashion? Because ultimately, designer fashion is really handcrafted the fashion.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know,
That's couture fashion. Yeah, custom made shit. So with that said, like, so you've always kind of had. It sounds like you knew the reality of the business.
Yeah.
The ugly side of it, and that kind of turns you away from it.
It completely turned me away.
As far as not the business of it, but the actual like,
Working
I'm
with
about to go get some fucking X, Y, and Z.
Fucking with the corporations and shit is just, you know, I like shit. We got our own fashion shit that we do, so we do some designer fashion. So I wear a lot of our own shit. Couple homies I know that make clothes, we wear their shit.
So the Balenciaga scenario doesn't surprise you, or does it?
No, it doesn't surprise me.
It does not surprise you.
It doesn't surprise me. Because of everything that's happening right now. If I'm a quote unquote conspiracy theorist. So
but you know what surprises me though? I guess what you're saying is you're not surprised because you figured, hey, if they're already living that wild ass shit, like I already know what type of time it is. That's not surprising. What's surprising to me is how blatant and bold
this shit is now.
That's surprising, because do they really think that we that dumb?
And they do. And my thing is prophecy. If you don't, I'm not sure if you're spiritual, religious, or, you know, but to understand, if you read some of these doctrines, whether it be the Bible, the Quran, there's a lot of prophecy in there, and they talk about these kind of times and what's going to be happening during these times. So it's not really surprising. You know, what things that are surprising for me is things like Ye coming out and speaking out like he did on the subject.
To me, that doesn't surprise me. See, I guess we vice versa, whatever, on that opposite of that, because that doesn't surprise me because of who's doing it. If it was anybody else, it would be kind of surprising. But knowing the track record of Ye, he's gotten every time that he's either involved in a big deal, a new album's about to drop, or some kind of major moment. Yeah. Mom passed, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't expect him to expose no shit like that.
I would, you know, because that's how he came into the game, bro.
I guess.
You know, he didn't come in to the game in the element in which he was, what do you call it? Like, silver spoon. You know what I'm saying? Like he worked his way in. They didn't fuck with him. He had to, you know what I'm saying? And then when he got in, it was still like, that's just Ye. 50 tried to play him. The whole industry tried to play him.
They taking out niggas for less.
And so,
You know what I'm saying? So for me,
he said, "Fuck that! Listen, man, they taking out niggas for less. I know what you talking about."
for me they just took like $5 billion from this nigga, bro. Some weird shit.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, they didn't take. I mean, they took it from him. They didn't really take it from him. He kind of lost it because they stopped doing business, which is fucked up. The reasons why.
How you lose $5 billion that quick?
That quick.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Not really though. It's like, yo, like Ye said, like, yo. Did I ever really? Did he say something like that? Like, did I ever really have it or some shit like that?
Apparently not.
I mean, he did have it, but
Nah, that's kind of like that shit. Kind of like crypto. Like when you
they killing all the crypto dudes too.
yeah.
What do you think about that? Because I hear a lot of people saying, look at what they doing. I want to know what would be the reason behind killing all the crypto folks.
I haven't looked too much into it, so I don't like speaking on shit that I don't really know too much about. But that shit don't surprise me either. Anytime some big money shit going down like that.
But crypto's going like kind of like in the decline right now.
A lot of crypto right now is just what's called a pump and dump scam.
Yeah.
So these celebrities are making their own crypto coins and minting them, and then as soon as they're minted, they just sell all their.
Yeah, but they're killing the billionaires.
Well, yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's such a big scam with so much money in the billions and billions that I'm not surprised that people are getting murdered. I mean, if you got screwed out of, $1 billion or something similar, something.
That's what I think it is. It's a lot of when you understand where crypto where it really came from, what niggas was doing with crypto, there's still a lot of that within it. So if you making money like that, you dealing with gangsters.
Yeah.
And if they gonna lose 500 million and you telling them they gonna get it back and you don't give it back, they're
gonna come get you.
So I think it's a little bit of that.
The
going
mob.
on.
Honestly, the thing that's propping crypto up is just that people use it to buy drugs online anonymously.
That was like the Silk Road days.
Yeah, it's still the Silk Road days.
They had crypto on the Silk Road when Silk Road was popping. Hell, really? Look,
You could only use crypto.
But if you understand where where it came from, where some of the early history of the shit came from, we was talking about the Amero 10 years ago. So I don't know if he was hip to that, but they've been talking about how they're going to create new currencies and world currencies.
See, now you're talking about let's get back to Revelations. When they talk about the one world currency, everything coming together as one. Let me just say something that might be a little about it. My mom might cringe a little when I say this. I never really understood what was so bad about a one world currency or coming together, one world government. Like, because I felt like, well, damn, that means for me, we really on point. Like, we must be.
It's a right way to do it and it's a wrong way to do it. And whoever the leaders are is definitely pursuing it, going down the wrong path.
Because it's kind of like if you're running the world, that's a lot of power.
It's a lot of power. You get to make a lot of decisions on the lives of people all over the planet. They're talking about, depopulation has been a thing for years. And seeing this shit play out, just over these last 3 years, how many people supposedly passed from this pandemic.
Right.
We was talking about shit like this 10 years ago, and it's like, damn, they actually did it. Got away with the shit. They shut the world down in 2 months.
Yeah.
Told
That's
niggas
true.
to stay in their house, and niggas stayed in their house.
Told niggas get shots. Niggas got shots. Told niggas get shots again. Niggas got shots again.
I've seen how they work, even when it comes to that, because my family went through a little situation when it came to that. I ain't gonna speak too much on here because they might not air this.
Yeah.
But
we live right now, so they.
So I've seen personally how they, how this shit, can really fuck some people up. But
Well, look, man. I want you to shout out your businesses again. Let the people know who you are, where they can find you. Oh shucks. Hold on.
Oh, he bringing some gas
He bringing
over
what he
here.
got over here. And I only smoke papers. But that's jam. Oh my gosh. We might have to, man.
We had to smoke
What
that
you got
real
on
quick.
this one? What you got over here?
That's Juice Man and the TCPK.
Ooh, that Juice Man is crazy. I'm gonna let you hit this.
Jamo got some VAOGCs. He like the third grower out VA that got him.
Shout out Jamu.
But
Monsters of the Mid Atlantic. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Jamu spoke the old school Dutchess. He spoke the Dutchess from 2003.
No!
When niggas had to develop that kind of shit.
Swing! Ah. Wow. Man, that took me back to 98. Jeez Louise. Somebody turn on some Tupac.
Yeah, though.
I saw one of my favorite videos I ever seen on the internet was Tupac teaching people how to roll a L.
I don't think I said that.
Roll a blunt, actually, not a L, like roll a Dutch. And
That joint right there.
yeah, like that joint. And Pac, he was sitting on some outside bleachers.
Some
like-
gas.
That shit's some gas, right? I'm hot.
You got them terp sweats.
Yeah, but he was rolling this shit up, right? Roll the shit, lick the and then, this is how crazy the internet is. Those niggas was really in the comments, like, judging, like, yo, this nigga can't roll. Yo, I never smoke a blunt from Pac. Yo, he put too much spit on it. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know. I thought that shit was crazy.
I mean, if it's too, with the shit going around, you can't really smoke with everybody. If it's too wet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't smoke with everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same people, though. People was nastier back in the day. You got that? Let me see that later.
You know.
All right, man.
You know.
I know we got a time limit. One more
They're
topic.
giving me
One more topic. Damn, did we really cover the Balenciaga joint?
No, I ain't get to say.
Tell me what you feel about that
Hey,
shit.
yo, shit weird, bro. I'm gonna just call it out. It's weird as fuck. And the fact that they're allowing companies to get away with shit like that. It's just weird, bro. The people ain't really, you know what I'm saying, stepping up against us.
Do you think there's been enough outrage and outlash against
Nah,
it?
it
Not
hasn't.
even, right?
People are so desensitized to everything.
Yeah. They're
So,
trying to normalize
They
shit that's not.
normalizing this weirdo shit.
Yeah. I heard somebody say there's so much progressiveness. People are so thirsty to be progressive that they're not going to realize 10 years from now what you're really, like how y'all are really fucking the world up. And I'm not saying all in my mind, I'm a futurist, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, I'm with it.
I
But
was
like,
talking about some shit like that today.
Yeah.
The unisex bathrooms.
yeah, I mean, but not just one thing or two. It's the concept of saying anything that I see as a norm, we gotta flip it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be one thing, unisex bathrooms, transgender shit, whatever. The thing is, it's like, yo, everything that's just regular, we gotta touch it and flip it.
Yeah.
Because that's progressive. And I feel like that's not progressive.
It's not.
You're forcing things that are actually gonna fuck it up in the future. You know what I'm saying?
It's happening for a reason, so whether people do something about it or don't do something about it is the question. Because we can talk about shit all day, but when it's time to make the changes for it, what is people doing outside of voting and they thinking that's doing something?
Facts. Yo, well, shout out. Make sure you go shop at www.futureworldsport.com. This is where we got our fly shirts on right now. You dig? Silk, real fly shit, real streetwear shit, high-end streetwear shit. You dig? www.futureworldsport.com. www.futureworldsport.com. Go there right now. Next week, in Community Love, on December the 15th, we're going to be doing our Fuck Balenciaga drop. It's going to be crazy. It's a whole collection. We got hats, beanies, hoodies, bubble jackets, sweatpants, quarter zips. We got a bunch of shit.
Too.
Everything going crazy. It's going to drop at noon, December 15th. At Community Love Norfolk, 1521 Azalea Garden Road, December the 15th, noon at Community Love Norfolk, man.
Y'all fuck with my website, YDENT Global. Y'all can go get all the new music.
One more time.
YDENTglobal.com. Y'all go check us out. We got some of the craziest music coming out of Virginia and California right now. ParkingSparks.com. If you're in California, Michigan, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, DC, you can go up there and order some Bud Light, Postmates and shit.
Hard,
Get up.
hard, man. Well, listen, man. I appreciate you coming through, my
Appreciate
G.
you having me out.
Always, brother. And we gotta do this again.
Definitely.
Make this a regular thing. Just
Yeah, I got a
pull
lot
up.
to talk about. We can definitely get in depth on some things. So.
Facts, man. Thanks for bringing the good bud
No
too.
doubt.
And yeah, man, we out, man. We not out, but we done with this section, man. We gonna catch y'all in a few.
Yeah, though.
Peace. Future World Sport Broadcast Network, the Global Standard. I'm Christian Love.